What's the biggest asset do you have left? Is it your car note, or is your car note paid off? You just have your mortgage, or do you have some back hospital bills that need to be paid off? Type it in the comments section. Being debt free, guys, is the new rich. And I'm going to explain. That level of stress goes away. And when you get stressful, it affects your mental stability and your health stability, because you're stressed. You're thinking about what to do. You're on an alert. And once you pay off those certain debts and you leave your 9 to 5, you're going to feel like, man, all I have is one bill, which is very tough for most of us, is your mortgage. That's the biggest that you have to pay off. But that's okay. You already checked off the boxes on some of the goals that you have accomplished. And if you haven't paid, if you still have your car notes, boat notes, or motorcycle notes, I want to help you real quick. I want to share some information with you. And a lot of people don't have time to do a side hustle because they working their butts off at a dead end 9 to 5. That's okay, because these tips at the end of this video is going to help you. And I'm going to get into the first tip. First tip, you got to start planting seeds. What do you mean by that? Start giving your money away. Invest in the people. If you see somebody on the streets and you have $20 extra, give it to them. You ever heard the thing, and this is for believers and non-believers, I don't judge, or people that don't, that follows their own path, I don't judge. But you ever heard, and this is spiritually and scientifically, that what goes around comes around? You heard that before, have you? In the chat, say it if you have. Or you reap what you sow. Or karma kills. You heard those things. And you heard them so much that it's true. And me, personally, by experience, it is true. So if you start planting seeds into people, start investing into people, say, hey, God put this on my heart to give you this last 20. God put this on my heart to give you this 100. God put this on my heart to give you this in a YouTube video, or send me a super or some kind of like, or hit something. God placed it on my heart to do whatever. You will grow a harvest. Your seeds will start to sprout, okay? Financially, physically, mentally. Because things is going to start coming around to your way in your favor, guys. More positive energy is going to come your way. God is going to bless you even more. So my point is, that's the number one thing. If you don't have money in your bank account and you got negative everything, you got a car note that's due, you got cell phone bills, whatever that's due, and you be like, man, I don't even know how I'm going to make it to the next day. This is the opportunity of how. Invest into somebody. Invest into, if you're a believer, give God your last. Because if you're going to get paid that Friday, and it's Thursday or Wednesday, and you have $20 left, and you got way to work, you got food in your house, you got your gas tank full, you be like, oh, I'm going to make it. Invest into somebody. You will reap what you sow. Karma kills in a good way in this behalf. You're planting seeds. You're investing into people, and it's going to come back around 100-fold. That's the number one thing. Number two, invest in yourself. You're worth more than your dead-end 9 to 5. You're worth more than your boss, what they make. You're worth more than your job, because your job needs you to make them rich. And so you're worth more than that. They need you. I had a job. Well, I had a job. Yeah. I had a job a long time ago where I was like, oh, man, I ain't worried about getting fired. I'm sick today. They're going to be all right. They need me. You heard people say, I ain't going to get fired. They need me. And it's true. Us as business owners need you guys. So my point is, put yourself first. Get to the point. I am. Okay, I'm going to get to the point. Pay yourself before you pay these other businesses. If you go to your bank, you get paid, you be like, man, I'm going to have a negative deposit. My money is already gone. Say, I'm going to give myself $20. I'm going to give myself $100. Or if you're making 6 figures already, you still struggling. Say, I'm going to give myself $1,000, $500. Okay? Start planting the seeds into yourself too. And start marking it off. Get your notepad, write it down, start marking this off. Say, okay, I invest in people. I'm feeling good about myself. I can do the next thing. That's marked off. Now I'm investing into myself. I'm paying myself first. Pay yourself first, guys, before you pay these businesses. I'm telling you. These businesses, they can wait. They got millions and billions of, I'm not saying don't pay your cell phone. I'm not saying don't pay your AT&T bill, your T-Mobile, whatever, Sprint, whatever you with. I'm not saying don't pay them, but I'm saying put yourself first. Pay yourself first and then pay those. They got billions and then pay them. This is no financial advice. This is experience, what I went through and what helped me out and what can help you out through the grace of God. And then after I did that, what's next? I started listening to more podcasts, like the E-Myth book. I bought the E-Myth book on Amazon. It's called the E-Myth. I bought that. It changed my life. I bought Michael Todd's Crazy Faith book. That changed my life. And there's other books I can name, but those are the 2 top books that changed my life. And then I bought them and put them in my earbuds and started listening to the whole podcast of the book. And it's amazing. So that's another tip. Now, I also had to listen to people that was rich, okay? And this is my last one. I started listening to rich people because they were, and this is true. Do rich have to pay taxes? No, because you know why? They got their money in a stock. This is why. I'm telling you. Why rich people don't pay that much of taxes, and why rich people make money off other people's money. I'm telling you this golden rule. The word, write this down if you can, margarine. And you're going to see at the end of this video what I mean by margarine. First, let's get into the first tip. Okay, they pay taxes, but not as big because they got their stock portfolio in a Roth IRA. They pay low taxes right there. That's what they doing, because I'm doing it right now. I got 3 accounts. I got Robinhood, Coinbase, and Webull. I'm finna get ready to open up. They say Fidelity is a good one and E-Trade is a good one. I'm finna get ready to open up one of those, or Think or Swim. I'm finna get ready to open up one of those accounts so I can practice with fake money. You could practice with, it's called paper money when you start doing the stocks. They got accounts where you can start practicing of how to grow your wealth in those. Even Robinhood. I'm in Robinhood now. I just opened up my Robinhood account not too long ago. They even got stocks in there that you can practice on learning the trade of growing your money. That's another secret that they don't tell you. They don't tell you that. And then another secret, margarine. Yep, last but not least, margarine. What's margarine? When you open up a brokerage account like Robinhood, and let's say you dump 10 grand in there. You don't play. You say, man, I believe in this. I'm finna dump 10 grand in there, or 5 grand, or 2 grand, or 500. Okay. What you will do is you will go into your account after you fill your account up with money. You will go into your account. You'll go into options. You'll open up the options section so you can now trade options. And after you do that, you will also get margarine. You'll go to margarine section, open up the margarine section. So if you got 10,000, they will match it. They will give you another 10,000. So that means you will have 20,000, and you can play with the money that they gave you. For example, If you got 10,000 in there, 5,000 or 1,000, and then you go into your margin and you open up a margin account, answer a few questions, they send you another 1,000, 10,000, then you can play off that money. You have to pay it back, but after you play off that money, let's say you get 10,000 of their money, and let's say you go into the stock market and you make 2,500. That 2,500 is exactly yours off that 10,000. That's when they say the rich makes money off of other people's money. You heard that before, the stockbroker rule. I just gave you some golden tips. I hope you write this down, save this video. I hope you rewatch this video, write it down. And if you need help, click the link in my description. Join my free community where I share tips and tricks on how that can help you financially. That's what I want to share with you. That's what I want to share with you. And I know I got off the subject of being debt free, but if you pay yourself off, I felt 10 times better. The only thing I have left is my mortgage. I'm going to pay that off. That's it. My boat's paid off, both cars, my truck. Everything's paid off. All I have is my mortgage, and then other businesses like your utilities and your phone bills, all that. That's simple stuff. I could pay that by months. I could pay that months in advance. I feel like I'm rich when I do that. When I did that, I felt rich because I felt the sign of relief. I felt the sign of goal driven. Now it's going to motivate you more to even do more, because you're going to be like, yeah, I paid off my car note. Yeah, all I have is my house note. Now, that money that you pay off your car note, this is the last thing before I get off here. That money that you put in, let's say your car note is $300, which is a joke. Let's say your car note is $500 and $600. Now, that's about right. Let's say your car note is $450 a month. Now you paid that off. That $450, me personally, would put that in the stock market. Let that money make his money. I will open up an account. I will get VOQQQ. I'll get into some ETFs. SCHD. Charles Schwab is the best one to me. I'll get in that and grow my account. In the next 5 years, you're going to be, in the first year, you're going to be like, what? You better leave your 9 to 5. Because you can also do cover calls. What is a cover call? A cover call is selling your shares, giving the buyer the right to buy. They're not obligated, but they get the right to buy into. As for example, let me break it down. Before I get off here, because you're going to thank me. I had to throw this gem in here. Woo! So, for example, if you do a cover call, and you have 100 shares, let's say you have 100 shares in Uber, right? Let's say you have 100 shares in Uber. A cover call is to where, let's say somebody wants to buy into Uber, right? And they have to pay a premium. You offer them that premium. Okay, let's say the premium is $100, right? They pay the premium, and let's say they think the stock market is going to go up. You still win, because they have to pay you that premium. You get to keep that premium. Let's say the stock market goes down. You still win. You still get to keep your shares plus the premium. So you winning when it's up. You winning when it's down, baby. And you winning. Now you just made $100 off of just letting somebody give you the $100 off your shares, and you still get to keep your shares. Now, there's more deep into it, but I'm just giving you this last gem that's going to help blow your account up and where you be able to leave your 9 to 5. I just want to share that with you. Write that down. If you want more information, type it in the comments. Say, give me more information on this, and I will for free. Thank you, and God bless.